Hi everyone, welcome to our 2023 TMC competition explanation. Let's start with question number 1. How many stars are in the figure below? In this question, we can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. So 4 times 6 equals 24. The answer would be D. For question number 2, which of the expression is represented by the figure below? In this first circle right here, it is 1 over 4. And in the second circle, there are 2 over 4, or we can also factorize it as 1 over 2. Let's find out which are suitable for these two circles. It is not A, it is not C, it is not E, it is not B, it is D. The answer is D. Question number 3. How many zeros are in the value of 225 times 4? Use 225 times 4. We start with the ones digit. 4, 5, 20. 4, 2, 8 plus 2 is 10. 4, 2 is 8 plus 1 is 900. And there are 2 zeros. It is C. For question number 4, what's the length of the crayon below? Let's take a look at this ruler. It is 1 centimeter, 2, 3, 4.1.2. Therefore, it is 4 cm and 2 mm. C. Question number 5. The school canteen had 515 kilograms of rice. They ate all rice in 5 days. Thus, how much did they eat per day in kg? There are 515 kilograms, and then they finish it in 5 days. So we divided by 5 days. The answer we get, we can use this 515 divided by 5, 155, 100, 15, 3, 5, 15. Therefore, they ate 103 kilograms per day. Okay, the answer is D. Question 6. The weight of a bag of washing powder is 500 grams. How many bags of such washing powder weigh 1 kilogram? We know 1 kilogram equals to 1000 grams. And we can use 1000 grams divided by 500 grams, which is per bag, equals to 2. So the answer is D. Question 7. Which of the fractions can represent the shaded part of the corresponding figure? The first one, it is not 1 over 3 because each part are different in size. Therefore, not A. As for B, it is cut equally and there's one shaded part. So the answer is B. Let's take a look at C. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But you can notice it is not equally cut. So it cannot be C. As for D, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which the fifth one is not equal with the others. Therefore, it cannot be D. For the last one, it is cut equally, but there are 1, 2 shaded part. Therefore, it should be 2 over 4, not 1 over 4. Hence, the answer can only be B. Question number 8. How many times the number of black circle is the number of white circle? Let's count. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black circles. And how many white circles are there? There are 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to count how many times, we can simply use 8 divided by 4 equals 2. Hence, the answer is A. Question number 9. Peter reads a storybook. He reads 20 pages every day for the first 4 days from the first page. Which page will he start reading on the 5th day? So he starts reading from page 1. Let's see how many pages he read for the first 4 days. 20 times 4 days, he read 80 pages, which means from the first day to the 4th day, he had read from page 1 to page 80. And we use 80 plus 1 equals 81. Therefore, he'll be starting to read on page 81 on the 5th day. Question 10. Which of the following options can begin by sliding the figure below? This is the picture below where we can slide left, slide up, slide right, and also slide down. No matter how we slide, the shaded part will always be at the top right. Let's see. This in A, the shaded part is on the top left, so it is not A. For B, there's even at the bottom, which will not be possible. So not B. For C, there's shaded part on the top left, which couldn't achieve by just sliding. For E, the top two are not possible by sliding. Therefore, D, yes, all the shaded parts are on the top right. Therefore, the answer is donkey. 11. Which picture can Stone see outside the window? Stone is right here and he sees the back of the girl and a table. So the first one and the third one is eliminated because Stone was looking her back, not to her face. Let's see option 2 and option 4. From Stone's perspective, he is looking to the girl where the table is on the left-hand side. The table is on the left-hand side. Therefore, only 2 is correct because 4, the table is on the right-hand side, which is not possible. Therefore, the answer is B. Question 12. Among 1 over 5, 2 over 5, 3 over 5, 1 over 7, 2 over 7. Which is the smallest fraction? We have 2 different denominators, 5 and 7. We can first make the denominator the same. We can first times 7 for the denominator 5 times 7, and then we times 5 for the denominator of 7. Then we will get 7 over 35, 14 over 35, 21 over 35, 5 over 35, 10 over 35. And we could see this is the smallest fraction. Hence, the answer is donkey. Question 13. There is a robot team. All the robots can work all the time. During an exercise, the robot team completed 6 similar tasks in 3 hours. At this rate, how many similar tasks can be completed in 8 hours? In 3 hours' time, it can complete 6 tasks. The question would like to ask, in 8 hours' time, how many tasks are able to be completed? First, we can calculate in 1 hour how many tasks are completed. We divided by 3. We get 1 hour divided by 3. we got 2 tasks are completed. And then in 8 hours, we simply times 8. 1 times 8 equals 8 hours. 2 tasks times 8, we get 16 tasks. Therefore, it can complete 16 tasks B in 8 hours. Question 14. To make the product of 345 times a number, a 3-digit number, what is the maximum value of square? 345 times the square equals a 3-digit number. What is the maximum value of this? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First, we can try. If it times 1, it becomes 345. Times 2, we will get 690. If we times 3, we will actually get 1035. And it is 4-digit number. Therefore, the square can be maximum of 2 only. Question 15. Which cannot be represented by 4 times 3 in the figure below? A. It has 3 cherries for each part, and there are 4 of them. So we can represent it 4 times 3 cherries. B. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 cherries in each part, and there are 3. Therefore, you can use 4 cherries times 3 part. C. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We cannot use 4 times 3 to represent it. Hence, the answer is C. Question 16. 4 square 6 represents a 3-digit number. In the expression 4 square 6 divided by 2, to have 0 in the middle of the quotient, which can be filled in square. We can take a look. 4 square 6 divided by 2. We must have a 0 in the middle of the quotient. We can write the expression down. 4 square 6 divided by 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. And in order for the middle of the quotient to be 0, this square right here must be a number that is smaller than the divisor, which means it must be 0 or 1. Therefore, the answer is E. Question 17. If triangle plus 5 over 12 equals to star plus 5 over 6, then what's the relation between triangle and star? You can see there are 2 different denominators. Let's make it equal by timesing 2 to this right here. And then we will get triangle plus 5 over 12 equals to star plus 10 over 12. We could compare that 5 over 12 from the left-hand side has increased to 10 over 12. The left-hand side is less than the right-hand side. In order for it to be equal, triangle must be bigger than star. The answer is A. Question 18. There are 4 pirates, Jack, Tom, Will, and Alan. They have a total of 300 golden coins. Jack said, I have 11 less coins than Tom, 15 more than Will, 20 less than Alan. Thus, how many golden coins does Alan have? We first write down Jack. And let's use this line segment to represent Jack's coin. He says, I have 11 less coins than Tom. means Tom has 11 coins more than Jack. So we add 11. And then he has 15 more than Bill, which means Bill has 15 less than Jack, which this right here shows it has 15 more. Same with this part, 15. Lastly, Jack has 20 less than Alan. Jack has 20 less than Alan, which also means Alan has 20 more than Jack. It has 20 more than Jack. And here is the part representing 15. These are all equal right here. We can now calculate each part as we know the total equals to 300. We can use 300 minus 15 times 3 minus 11 minus 20. We divided by 4. So 300 minus 45 minus 31 divided by 4 equals 224 divided by 4 equals 56. Each part right here represents 56 coins. And the question wants to find Alan. We can use Alan equals to 56 plus 15 plus 20 equals 91 coins. And that's the answer. Question 19. Rose has 3 kinds of buckets. She fills a tank with 10 small buckets, 5 medium buckets, and 1 big bucket. She can also just fill a tank with 6 small buckets, 3 medium buckets, and 3 large buckets. If she only uses big buckets, how many buckets does she need? We write down the first and the second scenario. The first one, she uses 10 small buckets, 5 medium buckets, 1 big bucket. In the second scenario, she uses 10 small buckets, 3 medium buckets, and 3 big buckets. Let's compare these two scenarios. From 1 to 2, she uses 4 less small buckets, 2 less medium buckets, but 2 more big buckets. If we divide it by 2, we would see 1 big bucket equals to 2 small bucket and 1 medium bucket. In the third scenario, which only allows big buckets, 6 small buckets and 3 medium buckets, we divided by 3, which will get 3 big buckets. Hence, she would need 3 plus 3 equals 6 big buckets to fill up the tank. Question 20. As shown in the figure below, there are 10 lotus leaves, and the distance between every 2 adjacent lotus leaves is the same. A frog sits on the top lotus leaf, and it can only jump between adjacent lotus leaves if it jumps 3 times. How many different routes are there? Let's represent each leaf in alphabet. We have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and J. Let's write out the possible jumps. From A, it can jump to B, it can also jump to C. Since B and C are 2 similar patterns, we only need to count the number possible jumps on lotus leaf B and then times 2 to get C as well, which is the total. Let's see, if A jumps to B, what are the possible lifts he can jump? He can jump back to A, jumps to C, jumps to D, and also jumps to E. Lotus A, it can have two different possible routes, which is B or C. If it jumps to C, it then has how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 possible routes. If it jumps to D, it also has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 routes. If it jumps to E, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has 6 possible routes. Hence, if it jumps to lift B, it has a total of 2 plus 4 plus 4 plus 6, which equals to 16 routes. But this is only if it jumps to lotus lift B. The total we need to times 2, which is 16 times 2 equals 32 routes. And that's the answer for question 20.